Hey guys, I'm just making audio that was requested by one of my clients, so I don't forget to do it because later I'll be quite busy. So now, while I have the time, I thought I would just make it. Anyways, this client has asked, let me just read it so I got it right. If you could make an audio on how to request Archangel Jophiel for wish fulfillment, fulfillment, or how to do a gratitude practice. So, uh, you will get in the instructions after the spell how to ask Jophiel for your wish to manifest, and you need to light a candle, do a bit of praying and meditating, and simply just ask from the bottom of your heart. So basically, how you do it is you're just gonna open your heart. You're gonna be really honest with her. You're gonna really ask her, just be honest, be humble. Uh, and that's basically it. There is no wrong or right way to do this. And she will always hear you. So some people will feel the connection in energies, and some will not feel it that much. And this basically just depends on how in tune you are. So we're not all the same. It doesn't mean that our prayers are not heard if we are not like really feeling the intensity of the energy. So it does just depend on basically your own capabilities, but it does not mean that if you are praying and you don't feel like that great connection, that it's just in vain. Basically, some clients tell me they really felt the presence and everything, like a lot of them do. And it doesn't mean if you haven't felt it that well that you're doing something wrong, okay? Because you're just a beginner, and maybe you're not that much perceptive, maybe you're not so much sensitive to energies and things. It doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. Now, so basically, all you do is you just really honestly ask, and you ask it from your heart, not from your mind. Like, you really have to open your heart and just ask really nicely, basically. um, So, like I already say in the instructions, the offering you need to give is just a candle. It can be any type of candle. People ask me all the time. Any type of candle is good. Like, it can be just a tea light or something else. But, I would preferably use something that's not too big, that's gonna burn out in, a few hours. That's not gonna take days for it to burn out, because it's always the best to just leave it to burn out. So obviously you have to monitor the candle, right? You can't just leave it and go somewhere, because we don't want you to burn down your apartment, right? So it's really important to just use something that's not gonna burn for long. I mean, sure, you can put it out and then light it up again, but it's just better to do it this way. So yes, a tea light is fine, or a smaller candle, great. And about the colors, it's preferable for it to be yellow or white or gold, but it can be, if you don't have those colors and can't get them, which I doubt. But if that's the case, it can be some other color as well. It will not be a big deal for sure. Um, and some clients like to add flowers as well for her, because when I give her offerings, her favorite things are candles and flowers. um, of course, same colors with the flowers as well. She really loves sunflowers, which I had in my garden actually just for her years ago, and then now I'm gonna have to plant some again. But it doesn't have to be sunflowers. It can be any yellow or white flowers. It's okay. Or any flowers. She also loves like roses and um, even red roses, any flower. She just really loves flowers. So it doesn't have to be in these colors, okay? And this is optional, like I say in instructions, candle is enough. Now let's talk about gratitude and how you can practice it. I already told you that this is very important, and I don't mean just gratitude to the angel Jophiel. I mean in general in your life. You have to be grateful for the things you have. And why? Because when you look at the whole universe and law of attraction, basically what we focus on, we get more of. And this is the truth. Some of these things that you read in all of this manifestation stuff, that's usually just crap. Some of it is true. Not all of it is shit, I'm sorry, pardon my language again. Some of it is actually good and true. So it's true that what you focus on, you're gonna get more of. That's just the law of attraction, the law of universe. It's scientifically proven. So this is actually the truth. This is actually how it works. So when you're focusing on being a victim, on being in victim mentality, like nothing good is ever happening for you. My person left me and does not love me and will never text me again. You're focusing on these things, and then universe is giving you these things, right? Also, if we did a spell, when you're focusing on these things, you're of course blocking the spell, right? So delaying it, blocking it, all those things. And if you focus on gratitude, you're gonna get more things to be thankful for. It's simple as that. So that's why I always tell you to practice it and to always be grateful. Because when you're grateful, you get more things to be grateful for. It's how it works. And when you complain, you get more things to complain about, right? So mm, just be careful what you're doing. And again, like I said in my previous audios, this does not mean that your thoughts will manifest in terms of, oh, I'm gonna think that I'm gonna win the lottery and it's gonna happen. No, it will not happen. I'm pretty sure it will not happen. Okay, so from this point of view, the manifestation stuff they tell you about thought transmission is not, it's not how it works. Okay, but this is how it works. Okay, so focusing on some emotion or something does give you more of that. So if you focus on being angry, there are going to be more things to be angry about. And if you focus on resentment, you're just going to become more and more resentful. And this is why I tell you to not engage in negative thinking. So when you get a negative thought about your ex in terms of how you resent something they did, if you're going to entertain it, you're going to get more and more resentful because you're going to be like analyzing all the things they did that you resent and all of that. And it's going to create more and more resent inside of you, right? So, same thing with gratitude. And we're trying to get you in a high vibration. So, gratitude is really important. Okay, now how to practice it again. There is no rule, no rule. There is no specific rule. So you can do whatever feels right to you. I'm gonna give you a couple of things you can do. So number one, we're gonna think what you can be grateful for, and you may be thinking now, maybe you're like totally in the victim mentality and like Svetlana, what you're talking about. There's nothing to be grateful. I'm miserable. My ex left me. I'm feeling so bad. I just, I'm not grateful for anything. Now, this is completely wrong because there's so many things to be grateful for, and those are little things as well. So, one big thing to be grateful for example, is your health. So, this is like the most important thing in this human existence because if you're not healthy, love and money are not that important, right? Health is number one. So, you can be grateful for that. You can be grateful for the people you have in your life, for your parents, friends, kids, pets. I don't know. If you have a great job, be grateful for that. These are just some like bigger things to be grateful for. If your appearance, your beauty, your intellect, great stuff about you is something to be grateful for as well. And then, of course, the little things we get every single day in our lives. So be grateful for every single little thing that happened. Be grateful for, I don't know, I don't know what's happening in your lives, so I can't give you really an example, but I'm sure that something nice happens every once in a while. And even if it's a tiny thing, it's something to be grateful for, okay? So, those are some examples, and you can repeat the things you're grateful for if they're like these bigger things, or you can just do the smaller ones that will happen daily, or both. And how you do it, the best is to do it every single day. So here are some of my recommendations. So one of them is before you go to bed. So when you're lying in bed and getting to sleep, before you fall asleep, just say I'm grateful for, and then count the things, or thank you universe, or thank you Jophiel, whoever you want to thank, for the stuff that happened. If you believe in God, if you believe in, if you're of a certain religion, absolutely thank the God, thank Jesus, whoever you want to thank. I don't see any problem with it. I'm not of any religion. I have no problem with religion. However, whoever you're thanking, it's being heard by something, and it's definitely gonna work. It doesn't matter what religion you are, okay? Because we already know that all religions have their little ceremonies that are basically based on magic, and that they tend to work if done right. So thank the God, thank, whoever is in your religion. There are many religions, so I'm not gonna get into the whole thing. So, if you're not religious, then thank the universe, because universe is definitely there. You can also thank a certain planet, if it's something that's related to that planet, or a certain god if it's something related to that. Like, you can thank Venus, for the love matters, and also for the money matters, because Venus is about that as well. So, you just choose someone you resonate with. And if you don't resonate with none of these deities, you just thank the universe, basically. Or you can just say thank you, and you don't know who you're thanking. It doesn't matter. The important thing is that you're grateful, that you're thankful. That's it. So you just count some things you're thankful for, but like really, don't do it in like a desperate or needy way. Just actually be thankful, be grateful. So get into the energy of being grateful, and this is a high vibrational energy, so you should feel good while you do this. If you're gonna cry and feel bad while you do this, it's not the way to do it. So just do that, and again, be honest. Just count the things you actually are grateful for, and trust me, there are things to be grateful for always. And after that, you just fall asleep, and do it every single night. A different way to give gratitude. So another option is to have a gratitude journal. So you actually buy a notebook, obviously, that's gonna be just your gratitude journal. And you're gonna write down again every day, preferably. And if you miss a day, that's fine. It doesn't have to be every day. Nothing's gonna happen if you skip a day here and there. Same goes with this first method I told you. So you just buy a journal, and you can do both of these as well. Absolutely. I personally do the first one, and sometimes I'll do the second one, but most of the times just the first one. And I'll do it pretty much every night. So that's just what resonates with me more. So the second option, like I said, is more like in the terms of scripting. So you're gonna get a journal, and you're gonna write every day or every few days everything you're grateful for. And you can do it at any time of the day. But for all of these practices, it's best to do them before you go to sleep or after you wake up. So while you're still kind of sleepy. And the same as I tell you for the subliminals to listen, it's kind of the same for everything because this is just when our subconscious is in tune with the universe the most. So this is why I recommend this time. You can do it at any other time. I just personally, well, not just me, like it's scientifically proven that it's the best to be done before sleep or after waking up. So, in the morning or before bed, you're going to take your journal and you're just going to write down, I'm grateful for this and this, I'm thankful for this and this, or thank you, universe, for this and this, thank you, Jophiel, for this and this, thank you, Lord, for this and this, thank you, Venus, for this and this, thank you, Jesus, for this and this, just depending who you want to thank. Again, it's what will resonate with you. Uh, it's an individual thing, I can tell you who to thank, right? And another, I'm gonna give you the third one as well. Another way to practice gratitude is to actually, when you're grateful for some person or someone in your life, to just get them a small gift, for example, or give them a nice compliment, or just if you want to help someone that's in need, give them some money or some food. This, I always say, is really good because the way you're practicing gratitude in this case is that someone is going to be grateful to you and going to thank you. And this also works on your vibration. It's also very good for your vibration. So if you can, it's always good to help someone. And again, this doesn't have to mean you have to give someone money. Um, so if you're struggling, it can also be some kind of favor, anything, you don't have to like buy gifts or give money. There are different things you can do that people will react with gratitude. And now again, this is not something that you're going to do forced and we're just going to think, oh, if I don't know, uh, do this and this to for this person, the universe is gonna pay me back. You have to do it like really from your heart and really with the intent to help this person and not to help yourself. So it just has to be genuine and honest if you're gonna go down the route number 3. So this is not for everyone, because if you're going to do any of these things with the intention of receiving something, or if your intentions behind it's going to be, oh, I'm just doing this so my spell will manifest, or I'm just doing this so I don't know, whatever, then it's just not gonna work, because you're gonna be putting out that forceful energy and that needy and chasing energy. So again, you'll be chasing this thing and you're gonna be doing all of these things just to get it. This is why when you do those stupid manifestation techniques, and you're just doing them to get something, right? And so basically forcing all of those techniques, there's no way they can work. Just not only they're pretty dumb to be honest, but also you're just sending this forceful chasing energy, because just by doing these techniques for this purpose with this intention, you are basically chasing this thing. So yeah, to practice gratitude, it just has to be, so it just has to come from the intent to be grateful, because there's so many things we can be grateful in this life, and we can always find things to be thankful for. And don't do it with the intention, oh, I'm only gonna thank the universe so I can get my ex back. Like, no. You really need to be grateful. So really you need to get into this vibration of being thankful. So try to meditate a bit before that, so you're gonna feel a bit better before you say your thanks, or before you write down your things. Just get into the right vibe and energy before you do it. So yeah, that is my answer. I hope it's clear for everyone, and I hope it helps.